Hi guys, Ali here. I want to share with you a journal that I've made. This one is for a private swap with Wendy. After we did our previous swap, we decided we'd like to do another one. And so this is a bit different to what you've seen recently on my channel because it's actually quite a big journal. So this journal measures approximately 8¼ by 5¾ and has an 1.5 inch spine. As you can see, I've included a dangle charm, and the theme of this journal was to be British, sort of the areas I live and certain parts of the country, for whatever reason that we decided. So on the charm that I've made, I've got Big Ben for London. I've got an old halfpenny coin, just some little beaded charms. I've got a London bus. I've got a crown, an English rose, and an underground symbol. So I thought that was quite cool. And obviously this can be removed. It's on a little lobster clasp. We've got 3 signatures within this journal, so it's quite chunky as usual. And I've just tied it shut with some lace. I've still gone where I could along with a vintage theme, because obviously that's my kind of style anyway. I'll just zoom out slightly more. That's it. So you can see. Now I've used an Edith Holden picture on the front. Obviously she was English, and I just wanted to, obviously, as I say, keep it quite nice and vintagey. Some metal embellishments on the corners, this little rose, which I thought the colours match really well with the flowers on here, and some lace and doilies all layered up. So we'll go inside. Just zoom out slightly more. That's it. So hopefully you can see that okay. So we've got a pocket here, created using a large tag, and I've just folded it over and added some lace and a sticker with this book belongs to. And what I've done, I've photocopied onto some cardstock some of our currency to make journaling cards. So I thought that would be quite fun throughout the journal. I've also used a kit from Artie Mays, and it's Queen Victoria, and obviously I've put that throughout the journal with a view of sort of making it a bit more sort of vintagey and that sort of historical and things. So as you can see, this is layered up onto a doily. I've done my usual attaching lace to the edges of some of the pages. Here's another tag and a tuck spot using that Queen Victoria kit, which is really beautiful. And then I've added various postal ephemera, some red and white ribbon, more postal ephemera here. This is a playing card, and I've used tea-dyed paper on the back. And then in the first paper bag I've got a postcard from Lincoln, which is one of my favourite cities to visit, and put that back in there. And this actual card here is from the Queen Victoria ephemera kit along with this, so that goes there. Done some stamping, obviously everything's been tea dyed, and my usual seam binding edging to create interest along the edge of the pages. Just a little card with some images from around the country. This is from an old book that was English cottages, and it's about the history of the cottage, how it's developed, and from different sorts of materials and things. So some of these pages, this is what actually determined the scale of the journal I was creating, because I thought it was really interesting to have some of these images within the journal. And then here we've got a tuck spot, and just for fun I've put a word search of UK arenas on there. Obviously Big Ben sticker, and some more ephemera from Artie May's kit, which is here as well. A little bit of washi tape. We've got a big postcard, and there's a double tuck, and obviously music paper behind, and then more Artie May's ephemera from the kit. We've got a used postage stamp, and then here, this was about the Staffordshire potteries, and this was from a Daphne's Diary magazine, and this is the sort of area that Wendy was quite interested in, so I thought it'd be nice to add that so you can have a little read up about that. Another postage stamp, some more stamping. This is another playing card with a scene of London on it, and then in this pocket here we've just got some lined an index card. We couldn't have a book about England or Great Britain without having tea, as we're known for liking our tea, so I've added a couple of tea bags, a little poppy, just for, I thought it was just nice to add that into the pocket. We've got a little tab here from a tea bag, and I'd have added some beads to the string of that, and a little cup and saucer there. And then here on the back here we've got another stamp, and that's got the Queen on it. I hadn't realised, I'd been collecting some stamps for a while, and I hadn't realised exactly what ones I'd got, so some of them were perfect for this journal. More of the Artie May's ephemera, and this is one of the fold up corners. Some more from that book, stamping, and some more postal stamps, which will create a tuck spot there. In this paper bag we've got a journaling tea-dyed paper, and this is a lovely image from Cornwall, just by contrast to the other images within the journal, and another old stamp. And then here we've got an old stamp with Edward the 7th on there, so I thought that was quite nice to have that in there just for interest. And this is a tuck spot, so I've got a tag, and that's got tuck areas here and here. And then we've got another doily tuck here, and we had to have one of the London soldiers here. Another side, the other side of the tuck spot. We've got a map of England here, or Great Britain, and I thought it was just nice to add that, but that's obviously a page from the Cottages book again. And here on this lace I've attached a pin, and it's got a little charm of a penny, one of our coins, so I thought that was quite fun to add to the corner there. More postage stamps, as you can see they've come in various colours over the years. Here we've got a journaling spot that lifts up here, and that's from the Artie May's kit. I've done some punching of the edge of the page here. This one is from the Cottage book again, and I added that page because it was somewhere in Lincolnshire. So another fold up corner and a tuck spot with the Artie May's, and another postal stamp there. And then I've stamped some little quotes and things throughout the journal as well. Here I found this lovely image in a magazine, and I thought it looked really sort of country cottagey and sort of vintagey, so I've added that. I thought that was really nice. And then that's a little booklet. Here we have one of the envelopes from the Artie May's kit, and I've just put that over the edge, and I used a rusty paper clip that I've created, and in here there's a postcard that's also part of the kit. Here we've got from a magazine, and it's about a windmill that's not that far from where I live, so I thought that would be interesting to put that in there, and some more of the currency that I've copied onto cardstock to add another journaling spot. Some washi tape and a double tuck spot there. And here, and a another postal stamp. And then here we've got an envelope that actually flips out with the other part, or the other side of that money. There's another journaling card. Some more pages from Daphne's diary. This is just sort of like an English garden yet again, so I thought that was really nice to add that in there. And then we've got, I came across some old views of Burton-on-Trent, and that area holds sort of quite some interest in memory, or sort of interest for Wendy. So I've printed that off, and some of the images from Burton-on-Trent. And this is obviously the top of an envelope with our Royal Mail thing on there. So this is the other half with more journaling spots like that. In here we've got a paper bag, and there's a leaflet from another windmill that is local to us, and that's got an old picture of what it used to look like. And so I've just added a little tag with some information for Wendy on there. More washi tape, another journaling card from the Artie Maze kit, another tuck spot using the Artie Maze kit. Here I've just created a fabric and lace tag. On the back, well, on the front we've got a lovely English garden image, and then on the back I've just tucked a little card that I get when I go and get coffee. And here is a little booklet that I've made, and that is how we get our stamps over here, and I've just stapled some paper in there. I just thought that was extra fun to have in there as well. So then we're on to the final signature. This is a picture of a sort of stately home type place that's now a museum, but that's quite near to where I live, so I thought Wendy would be interested in seeing that. And then we've got a couple of postcards from another stately home that's about an hour away from us, which we like to visit. And this is the actual house. And then another tuck spot with another card from the Artie Maze kit. Here we have some ephemera that I've photocopied onto tea-dyed paper about a 1940s event that I recently went to, and I thought that was quite interesting to have that in there. Here are more of the images from the information about Burton-on-Trent, and we've got another flip up corner here, and this stamp here is actually Queen Victoria image on it. I can't remember when that one was issued, but yeah, I thought that was quite apt to go in with all the Queen Victoria digikits, or the digikit that I'm using. Here we've got the Union Jack. That was quite good to go in there. Another one of the Artie Maze envelopes, and that's got some ephemera in there. More punched pages. Some more of the Burton-on-Trent images. Paper bag, and I've just added some pretty note paper and an envelope in there. Another image from the Artie Maze kit. Here we've got a CD pocket from Denise's shop, and it's been tea dyed, and I've added some ephemera from the Artie Maze kit inside there. And we've got another one of these corner tucks, a glassine bag that's been decorated, and we've got some some more information from the Daphne Diary, another one of those journaling cards, some more from the Artie Maze kit, and then I've just laid up a little flower, more tea dyed paper, and a tuck spot there with another journaling card. So it's ended up quite a big journal, as you can see, and that's the back, so I need to just put my name on the back of that. So yeah, so that's the journal that I've made for Wendy, and I will be back in a minute with a second video for this little micro mini that I've also created for Wendy. So I'll be back again soon. Thanks for watching. Bye.